everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you have a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better. The following video was taken on stream as I was trying to test everything out in the first couple days. So there will be some of me interacting with chat, but I'll try to narrow it down to make it as focused as possible for you. Hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. So we're going to test out our 6-star Jhin. So we got your spells and skills deal 2 extra damage, and then stunned enemies take quadruple damage. Very nice. We're going to try his just basic rare relic build because I think this honestly might be the best build for him. But we're going to try this against Fiddlesticks. So let's go ahead and load in there. And then probably afterwards, we'll go and try it against Twisted Fate and see how that one does. Let's go for power. When you target an ally with a single target spell, copy it on your weakest ally. We generally don't do that. Let's do a reroll here. Units have evolve, allies attack spawn 3. None of these really like we want something for spells and skills. Trifarian Might, Follow the Wind, Enfeebling. We'll go for Enfeebling. The stun can be solid, but I think we'll just go for the damage, decent defensive power. Let's go for Sleepless. This is probably fine, actually. Actually killed him with Swain. All my spells are doing like 50 or more by the end. See, I did it with Swain as well, but I got some of the powers like, what is it called? Lethality, where all of my effects deal 1 extra damage to the Nexus. So I was doing tons of just hits of like 2 or more, which then was making me mill an incredibly large amount. Sure.
The threshold, what we do is so much bigger than us both. I go willingly.
Yeah, we'll just use this right here, take out 2 targets. I don't think Jhin will be able to level, but at least he'll be able to kill all their units. And this should just do a ton of damage. Yeah, there's a ton of damage. Alright, we'll just open attack.
Our performance beautiful.
And GG. Also, we might be on ×4. Let's go for this one. This one's a skill. The other ones are not. Oh no, we still have it in ×3. All right, we'll leave it there. Let's see. So we have Crumble, which is a slow spell, but we don't normally want to kill our own units generally. Treasure Seeker generates a slow spell. None of this is particularly great, but I don't really want to use our rerolls here. I think we'll just grab Sivir. Let's go for the spells chest. So Vicious Mockery. Let's get rid of Inner Sanctum. And I don't think we need 2 copies of Jhin. Yeah, I think opening with Stagehand isn't bad. Honestly, this getting the Shadow Totem is super good. Like right here, since this unit is stunned, it's actually going to take a ton of damage. Not that it really matters, but this thing could have 20 health and we'd still kill it. Are they? They just gloomed their own unit. I guess they're coded to like send this off no matter what. But all right, I think I'm gonna try to pass. I feel like hopefully they'll play a unit. Hopefully. No, really? Just well, I think I'll hold off for now and maybe drop Jhin next round. Yeah, I'd want them to play something, but we can drop him and then just stun the enemy. This will all just go straight to the face, which is doing almost 30 damage. Okay.
Just need a target. We must all play our part. This comes before I
GG. Deal damage to the Nexus. I think we'll go for Treasure Seeker. I really do like that double Shadow Totem. We will probably never have the mana to play Ledros. The game will likely be over before we hit that point. Burst speed's not great, but give an ally 2-1 this round. Yeah, a lot of burst speed, which is not good for us. I think we will grab this just because it is cheap. Yeah, if we weren't doing Fiddlesticks, we maybe would just leave this and not bother. Let's go here for the Dread. This is okay, but we want to get our Jhin, so let's reroll some of these. All right, we'll open up with Treasure Seeker since they're probably going to want to cast a spell and yeah, mess with the unit. Let's drop our Crackshot Corsair. All right, so there's our Jhin. Fantastic.
Ready? Aim.
Let's actually let this unit attack. It will trigger this person's skill. It's going to die anyways, so we don't really care. Alright, then. Ah, that's unfortunate, that open attack. Well, yeah, we can't block. We could kill one of them, but I would like to play our Jhin. So yeah, we'll just have to eat that damage. But he should do a ton of damage here from killing all their units. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill that one. And that one right there.
I hear it now. The thunderous applause.
Alright, we can kill that person.
Beautiful.
And yeah, we just have one left. I think let's open up with this right here, potentially. Stunning both of those. Alright, so then we can attack and GG.
Right on.
Fantastic. Spellslinger, that'll be nice. Gain a little bit more stun synergy there. Deathless, Phage, Dragon Tooth. I think let's go for the Phage. It'll make our initial hits be a little bit harder. Although we might just get hit with a Vengeance and die. Ooh, we do have Elise, who could open attack, which would be pretty bad. Also, yeah, we're going up against Fiddlesticks, so we don't necessarily want to cut cards. So we'll just get a normal heal. That's fine. And then we can hit up Elise. Let's see, I get rid of most of these. Deal 3 to a unit. It'd be great to have someone stunned and then be able to use this, but I think, yeah, let's just get a kill. And we'll pass. They will probably... Alright, they're probably going to open attack, which will be terrible. Did you complete the new drafting map? We have completed every single adventure before. We haven't done everything. We haven't done all of them, got all the rewards, but we've completed every adventure. Let's drop Jhin. And then this, like, luckily they didn't open attack. Although they did not. This did not actually target that many units. Alright, let's go ahead, stun that there. I suppose we could just flat out kill that unit.
There is art here, waiting.
That's fine. We can go ahead and kill her. I think let's open up with Yone, get some stuns going. Alright, so we won't be able to flat out kill that unit. We could just do this damage straight to face, though. Sure.
I have prepared something. Bliss comes in the moment before I fire.
And then we could attack. Sure. Let's actually... We could get a kill right now and just end that way, but let's go ahead and attack, get his big damage down.
Prepare for your finale.
GG. Let's go for the Dragon Tooth. The 6-star baseline just makes everything you do better because it's giving you that flat damage on all your spells and skills, and 2 extra damage is pretty good. And then it gives you more incentive to stun, but generally, if you played in the exact same way, you're still going to succeed. Gives you a little bit more to think about, but it's generally just one of the abilities that's making everything a bit better. Wild Inspiration, most of our created cards are already free. Hold Them Off is a decent defensive, but I want to get something for our spells and skills. 2 Powder Kegs, slow spell, copy with same targets. We don't play many slow spells. We have Thermo Beam, and then we could get Jhin's champion spell. So we do have that. In general, we don't actually use that many. Powder Kegs can give us a little bit of extra damage with some of our effects. So it's something. For the slow but steady, we could potentially try to build around it with getting some more slow spells. I think let's try the Lit Fuse and see how that goes. Let's go up here. So yeah, we'll try to go for the Pale Death. Let's, get rid of a couple of these. Oh, we have our Jhin. Fantastic. Also, the extra mana is super nice, just being able to play Jhin turn 2. Since we have the Thermo Beam, we could actually drop Mana Soul. Normally, the issue with Mana Soul is that he doesn't have anything to play. This is dealing 4 damage. That's pretty funny. Sure, let's... I mean, they probably will kill this themselves, but we'll try. Actually, the funny thing is them killing their own units is actually damaging them because of our explosive finale. So that's actually pretty funny that they are actually hurting themselves. All right, let's go ahead and kill that.
I hear it now. The thunderous applause.
I'm a little bit worried, although most of their effects are probably going to be fast anyways. Let's try to open up with a stun. Yeah, I wanted to have spells to react to whatever they're going to do.
Places, people. I will allow
GG. I don't really want Emperor's Favor, especially into Fiddlesticks, because generating more cards is bad. Marksman kind of sucks. Sentry is okay. Like it's more draw. Really for this one, he's probably not going to kill anything. I think let's go for the Sentry. Like kill anything into Fiddlesticks, that is. Let's go for the shop. Welcome gifts. It's okay. Let's try to see if we can get something a little bit better. Okay, enfeebling. We already have enfeebling once, so we have double enfeebling now. So even if we don't kill someone, we can really, really hurt them. Let's see if there's... Okay, I don't see another shop there. There could be one right here. Possibly. Yeah, I think we're fine. Let's hit up Sickening Plunge. This one can be annoying, but normally... It can be annoying if you don't have ways to end, like with our Auction, where they just keep summoning units. But for us, I think it should be fine, because we can just kill their units and do damage to the Nexus that way. Alright, so this is going to be able to do 4 damage because of our Powder Kegs.
There it is. Gotcha.
I think we're going to drop the Treasure Seeker here.
A little further. Bingo.
Mostly just because we want another blocker. Since they have a full board, there's a high likelihood they just open attack. Alright, thankfully they didn't. So hopefully this actually spreads out, hits a lot of targets. Alright, every single one of them is getting targeted. That is great. They're willing to end. We're at 8 cards. We could kill them both right away. Sure. We'll just go ahead and kill them. That way we can just immediately attack before they drop any blockers.
My next act will be sublime.
Step lightly.
Alright, that is a bit unfortunate, but sure. This will actually be a good test. Sometimes there's been a bug previously where this kind of combo would only activate or only work once, but let's see how it does here. Okay, no, so it's going off. Great. Granted, we did have the plunder damage from another unit, but GG. Boomerang Blade, Ricochet. I think we'll go for the Boomerang Blade. It's going to be unlikely that we play it, but if we do, getting a Grifter's deck going can be pretty solid. That confuses me even more. Oh, about why it's working sometimes? Sure. It being cost increased isn't great. Siphoning Strike, even warned. It is a slow speed spell, so just a 1 cost slow speed isn't bad. I think we'll cut the Inner Sanctum, because we probably will never play it, and let's go for Fiddlesticks. This is fine. Trying to reroll here, I think, makes you get hit a little bit harder. I think let's... Yeah, this will probably die next round. Let's just go ahead and try to do some base damage. And we can plate this here, kill that. Alright, that'll be a little bit rough, but they are completely out of cards. So we can now drop our Jhin. And yeah, anything we don't kill here, our damage alone is gonna make them pretty much useless. So we could actually just kill both of these immediately.
My next act will be sublime.
Alright, now we do not have a lot of cards left. We still have tight 10 Nightmares in there. And they could immediately hit us with a 6 damage. Let's try to drop this here. They could hit us with a Vengeance right away. Yep, there's that. Not too much of a surprise, but that could be an issue, since he's obviously where most of our damage is coming from. Also, not having him is going to kind of mess with our generating our extra traps. Alright, so we still have a Jhin there. We don't really have any way to draw him out, so we can't get any more Lotus traps going. It's like we could kill that unit, but it also wouldn't be bad to kill Fiddlesticks. So sure. And let's go ahead and kill that one as well. This one's going to generate another unit. We don't have a lot of cards left. We need to try to last until we can get the attack token again. Well, one of our Jhins got annihilated there. That is not good. Let's go ahead and stun the lifesteal unit. Alright, so we will... I guess they drop this for a blocker, but that's actually not really gonna matter, because with their fearsome, they won't be able to block anything anyways. I think let's actually hit their Fiddlesticks. The damage is going to greatly reduce him. So yeah, we have 10 cards left. If we don't draw a Fiddlesticks or a Jhin, which, yeah, we are a little bit screwed there then.
I go where the trouble is. It's never too far.
When you play a follower, kill to summon overgrown Snapvine. So she had barrier. Does that affect? So they played the one that's kill a unit. I guess that's not a spell or a skill, so it goes straight through barrier. Yeah, I kind of figured. I was like, with barrier we'll be fine, right? Apparently not. Also, these are going to definitely cause a problem. Alright, let's go ahead and attack, get as much damage down as we can. It didn't even bother blocking, but yeah, we have 8 cards left. Technically, if we drew like the perfect thing, we could probably damage their Nexus, but unfortunate. Alright, let's go ahead and go again. Yeah, we do a lot of damage. If our Jhin stays alive, we're fine. But yeah, without it, it's not the best. Alright, we need to try to get multiple copies of Jhin. We'll get rid of Mana Soul. These are actually really solid units. We'll pass. They normally play something. Okay, there we go. So we'll drop both of these. We'll be able to get some good damage down with our skills. Alright, we have 2 copies of Jhin. That is fantastic. We could wait to drop him later, but I think let's drop immediately. If we need to drop the second one in another round, that's fine. It would give us a bunch of damage. Alright, let's immediately kill that. All of these captive audiences are going to make us get milled pretty hard. But the good thing is we are getting damage down on them. Yeah, it's like we want to attack right away. But they might immediately vengeance us. Let's...
I will give them a show to remember.
Yeah, try to get some of these stuns going. Alright, let's play one of these. We're doing that just so we're getting this damage down to hit the Nexus. And also sort of burning through more mana. Now, our Jin's effect should be able to go off here. Okay, it didn't look like he actually struck the Nexus. It looks like the Gatebreaker... Yeah, you see there? The Gatebreaker went off after these. So I think that is kind of the issue. But GG. Alright, that was pretty good. Did have to use 1 revive there, because yeah, if your Jhin gets taken out, that is pretty much all of your damage. But this was a rare relic build that was absolutely able to stomp, and I think this rare relic build is potentially going to be generally the best build on Jhin, which is a little bit of a mixed bag. I know it can be a little bit more interesting to get other fancy epic relics and what in there, but it's nice that a rare relic build can hold its own and potentially be better, which is quite nice. Very simple though, and his 6-star pretty much making everything you do just better. There's some 6-stars that really change how you're playing, like the Kaisa one, but there's a lot of other ones like Elder Dragon that just make everything stronger. Jhin leans more towards that camp, but this is giving you a little bit more to think about because stunning the enemies is a bit more important. So it's slightly influencing how you're playing, but generally it's just making everything better. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. Also, if you want to see me playing any of this live, definitely check out the Twitch channel down below. Link is in that description. Hope you have a great rest of your day.